If you're interested in processing your own lumber with a chainsaw mill, then you've come to the right place. In this 7-part video series, I'll share with you an overview of chainsaw milling gear and techniques, which will hopefully give you some motivation to get started with milling yourself. In this video, we're going to be talking about chainsaw sharpening and taking a look at Granberg's precision grinder. The Granberg precision grinder sharpens all types of chains, including crosscut, ripping, and skip-tooth chain. It quickly and easily mounts to the chainsaw bar, and you can adjust the angle, file height, and tooth length to get a very accurate, precise cut. Along with sharpening the teeth, it can also be used to lower and adjust the depth gauges accurately. Here's an overview of how it works. So here's the grinder right out of the box, and I have to admit, when I first laid my eyes on this thing, I thought it was a pretty wild-looking contraption. Even though it may look a little complicated at first, it's very easy to set up and use. After you do it once or twice, you'll be grinding away and sharpening like a pro. First of all, here's a close-up look at the different features and components of the grinder. The grinder runs on a 12-volt motor that you can hook up to a battery or battery charger, which I really like while out in the field, as you can simply hook it up to your vehicle battery and sharpen away for as long as you need to. Here's a close-up of the mounting bracket and clamp, which fits right on top of your chainsaw bar, which I'll demonstrate in just a moment here. Here we have the height adjustment dial, and this is the tooth length adjustment screw, which allows you to grind an exact, precise amount away on each tooth that you're sharpening. Here's the angle adjustment dial, and for this demonstration I'll be sharpening the teeth at 10 degrees, since this is a ripping chain. But of course, you can set it to 30 or 35 degrees for your standard crosscut chain, or any other angle that you'd like. Again, basically all these adjustment features allow you to set up and position the grinding stone in a manner in which you can get the exact same precise grind on each and every tooth on your chain. Hence the name, the precision grinder. So here I am getting the grinder set up, and the first step is to clamp it on properly. The chain clamp should be secured just over the top of the rivets, as you can see here, and the mounting clamp should be parallel to the bar. You can tighten the hex screws hand tight, as you don't need to crank them down super hard, and when you have it set up and mounted correctly, the chain will move right through the bracket and lock each tooth in place, as you can see here. Your grinder comes with a variety of grinding stones, so of course you need to use the right one for your chain, and the stones screw in very easily, which you can then snug up with the handy-dandy wrenches that are included. So once you have everything adjusted so that the grinding wheel snugly fits in the cutting edge of the tooth, you can then make a few practice passes with the grinder and then make further adjustments as needed. And once you're all set up, it's important to mark the first tooth that you're starting at so you know when you've got all the teeth done. And then you simply start grinding away. Now it shouldn't take more than just a few passes with the grinder on each tooth. That is, unless you've got a really dull, messed up chain. So after you get all the teeth on one side of the chain done, you can reset all the adjustments for the teeth on the other side of the chain, and then repeat the process. As I mentioned, you can also use the precision grinder for adjusting the depth gauges on your chain, which should be done after every 3 or 4 sharpenings. Before you do this though, you need to check the specifications on your particular chain to make sure you're grinding away at the recommended depth. So there you have it, my friends. That's an overview of the Granberg Precision Grinder, which is another effective tool for your chainsaw milling efforts. I hope you've enjoyed this 7-part video series, and most importantly, I hope it's inspired you to get out there and start harvesting and processing your own lumber for all of your woodworking and building projects. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel and check out the 3 Minutes Outdoors website at 3minutesoutdoors.com. And finally, if you'd like to support this channel, click on the link in the video description below to find out more.